All it seems people do is message me saying, Max, when are you coming back? I want you back in the UK, it'd be good to see you. And I'm always sort of thinking, well, why would I come back? And normally the response to that is, well, what is it that you're actually doing out there anyway? And as much as it's none of your business, I also realise that I need to make content, and it's a good idea for a video, I guess. A quick disclaimer, before I do show you my day, I did get a comment on the last video complaining about the muscle tee, so I hope everyone recognises and appreciates these sleeves and you know who you are. So most days will start waking up at 5 AM, which does seem quite early, but I like to get things going. I jump in the shower, take a wee, sometimes at the same time because time is money and I'm short on both of those. And then I like to give myself some positive self-talk. Today is your day. Let's get 'em. Very cringy, I know. Once that's done, I can move on to the best part of the day. Coffee. So like most regular coffee drinkers, morning coffee is more ritualistic than anything. It's not necessarily the actual coffee that I'm enjoying, it's kind of everything that comes with it. And for me, being outside where it's normally quite manic, a few hours before everyone gets here, is really quite nice. It gives me a good headspace to start the day, and when I don't have this, well, it's not even worth thinking about. By the time 5:45 gets around, you're still sleeping and I'm fueled with a mug full of the good stuff on the back of the games train speeding towards the first main session of the day. A 4-kilometre hike up a hill. It's a steep hill, but it does come with some cracking views of the sunrise and also some questionable wildlife.
It's definitely.
You even have a face.
Before 7 AM rolls around, I'm already face to face with the aptly named Big Buddha, looking out over a large part of Phuket. At this point, I usually think to myself,
Damn. I'm hungry.
Generally, I don't stick around too long before getting back on the truck, heading back to breakfast, which is normally full of vegan cakes, carbs, juices, smoothies, and out of all of that, I have none of it. I'm skipping breakfast because generally I find my mind works better when I don't eat. And these videos aren't going to create themselves, you know. Skipping breakfast, however, may not be ideal for gains, so I make a protein shake to have around 11 AM. This video is powered by Sun Warrior, because plants are cool. I'll talk a little more about this in another video, but generally once I make this, I hit the gym. Now when I say hit the gym, I mean HIIT, high intensity interval training. But then I can also mean hit the gym as in like, hey, let's hit the gym. So it's kind of like play on words, you know? It's quite exciting actually. Anyway, now this is more of an actual coaching session, and I didn't necessarily want to film the people working out, so instead, here's a video of me flexing. I love muscle tees, and so do you. There you go. Once that HIIT session is done, I get another serving of the black juice, go and grab my protein shake which I made early and chuck back on those liquid gains, grab the coffee which I was making and get out of there. So 5 days a week I hit the gym, but today's not one of those days, it's actually a rest day. And twice a week, when the sun's like this, I make sure I make the most of my rest days. I sleep. I also dribble. But generally I take it easy on rest days, I do some work, I eat. Yes, I still eat out of a Tupperware box. No, it's not lame. Recently as well, I've also found myself using the ice bath and steam room at least twice a week. So since getting back from India, my legs have taken a little bit of a beating because I've been training them a lot more to try and get back to how I was before I was ill. So this whole ice bath steam room routine seems to make them feel a little bit better. Plus, this whole thing makes me look like a little bit of a badass in front of the ladies. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Yeah, that line almost never works. Generally speaking though guys, from there my day will vary even more. The majority of the time I'm actually doing a little bit of work, can you believe it? But my favourite time of the day is actually in the evening, which is dinner. Not only is the food good, but it's also just a nice time for everyone to sit down, have a meal, have a conversation, and I just generally enjoy everyone being together. After dinner, myself and Lou will head back here. One of us will feed Matthew. Generally speaking, that's always me.
Oh, here we go. I think she's really allergic to it.
Allergic to the cat food?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a she, and yes, her name is Matthew. Generally by that point it's almost 9 o'clock, I get ready for bed, and I fall asleep anywhere between 9 and half 9. Wake up at 5 o'clock next morning and do it all again. So there you go guys, that is effectively a Monday with Max. Now I know what you're thinking, this guy has to do this 4 more times this week before he gets to the weekend, And yes, it is an absolute bloody nightmare. But generally speaking, not all days are exactly the same. I don't always start every morning with Big Buddha, for example, and I don't spend every single day in the ice bath and the steam room, but the pattern is fairly similar. So maybe now some of you guys are thinking, wow, I can see why this guy doesn't want to come back to the currently cold, dark, Brexit-ridden country that is the UK. For some people this life may not look that good, but other people may think that I'm super lucky. And to those people, I want to tell you guys what my old travel companion Airly told me, and that was, this didn't just fall on my plate. I actively quit my job and I actively took the risk to come out here. It's a choice that a lot of people have access to, but not a lot of people are willing to make. But on that note guys, I want to thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, helps me out quite a bit. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one.